He says, I stopped watching when he said paying off your mortgage is one of the worst things you can do with your finances.
Did I say that? Did I say that?
The question is...
Or was that maybe some headline clickbait? I don't know. That doesn't sound like something I would actually say, but maybe they can clip that and show it to me.
Yes. There are multiple ways one can handle a mortgage. There's no one size fits all approach.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Right? Paying off your mortgage early is a good option, but not for everyone. Definitely not one of the worst. I don't subscribe to paying your mortgage early, but I will never say it's one of the worst finance decisions one can make. So that's a pretty moderate comment.
Right. I would say it's more about like how we go about paying it off could be some of the poor decisions that are made. I mean, I was in a place just recently where I'm like, should I pay off my mortgage?
Yeah.
And I decided not to. I decided to refinance, lower the interest because I'm earning more on a guaranteed basis than what I'm paying. I've got something that's got a guaranteed minimum 4%. I'm paying 3%. That means I'll actually have more cash in the future and options by not paying it off. The reason I considered paying it off is like, well, I don't ever have to worry about it. And going through a refinance is kind of a pain. But I decided, you know what? I'm not going to stay here forever. And it's not the worst thing ever, but I've seen people pay extra, go to biweekly payments, and what they do is they trap money in equity jail because if they want that money back, they have to refinance or get a line of credit against it. And if we're in a troubled time like 2008 was, or the year 2000 was, or even what we saw in 2020, is the banks love to lend money to people who don't need it. But you're in a tough situation where you lose a job or you don't have good cash flow and you haven't paid it off in full, you've got that equity in there and you can't tap into it. And it's not earning anything in there, even though I get maybe you have less that you owe, so you're closer to paying that off. And so there's an argument in both ways. But here's one of the big reasons that I'm not pro paying it off for a lot of people.
Okay, tell us why.
How much money are we going to add into the economy through this stimulus package?
Way too much.
Trillions. Yes. So when we add that money without any value creation, we lower the value of our existing money over time, right?
Yeah,
it tends to create inflation.
Power.
Inflation hurts your buying power, purchasing power, but it helps your payment on a fixed loan. The reason is, I'm getting all choked up about this still, but the reason is as our money doesn't go as far, but our payments remain the same, they start to feel easier over time. Maybe not in a year, but over 10 years, over 20 years. And so what if you're using these hard-earned dollars that are worth more now to pay that off than actually putting them to productive use in buying assets or creating cash flow? But having poor cash flow or not having economic independence, some people might get there faster by paying off a mortgage. Totally get it. If you can only earn 1%, but you're paying 3%, you should pay that off. How you pay that off is the consideration. Because what if you have a cash flow crunch? Like I said, be careful of just pushing money towards the bank and not having enough money set aside for savings.
Yeah.
Want to master your money? Want to figure out the things that you could do to improve your finances? Click here and check out more videos like this on Money Matters.